person is remembered not by their name, but by what they leave behind.
Welcome everyone once again to Lumia Island. Now we are going with the most famous pyromaniac in this game, Adriana. Or actually, Wictriana. So for this build I make something quite in particular, which is using Sentinel. Hitting an enemy with a skill grants a shield. Yeah, that's the thing on this build. On my team I got Chloe and then this new character, which I keep forgetting the name, which is fine. So our composition is pretty much two range character. One is pretty much a hard carry, a mage, and a melee fighter. For the beginning, my build is using Delta Red, Corrupting Touch, Commander's Armor, and I'm gonna get a second item with Healing Reduction for a good reason actually, but it is what it is. Also, this is a 3 builds area, and it's quite fast. I was trying to make it 2 areas, but I said it's way too close. I didn't see. It's not even 1 minute to night 1, and hey, I already got the first item. Chloe found someone, and like, hey, Chloe, I'm here. Spanish down. Trying to engage with this 11, hard to attack character actually, but I got a chance to actually just kill her. So I'm gonna do it in time and start chasing. Some fire. The flamethrower of Adriana does amazing damage, but it's kinda, as you can notice, it's kinda hard to actually hit. That was a lucky right click on a Chiara, throwing another Molotov cocktail. And keep on the chase. Behind us, they are fighting, so they leave me behind, but it is what it is. And I keep chasing this 11 because I'm a psycho, and why not? Chloe joins me once again. Do it time. See, when you do a right straight of fire, it's quite useful. But you got 4 seconds. And you can see on my life bar the shield every time I do a skill. See? There it is. It's a small shield, but it's a shield for the entire team. And it's like, yes, it's just like one basic attack, but can be really useful. The other idea, of course, with Adriana is using Red Sprite, which is probably the most favorite augment ever on Adriana. But I was like, hey, this works only with level. Can I use it? Of course, with the other augments, I picked something to get more money and things like that, but it was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try, and this is the result. So you can try that later in your matches. Getting some food. My teammates are quite ready on food also. Well, each one can be a bit better. And we encounter with another team here. We don't have vision. First thing, I put a ward on this push and started fighting. Doing damage. I get ultimate by pushing. 11 does time. Adriana tries to kill me, didn't get the last hit properly, and we continue with the going forward. Getting on pushing, one more hit. Enemy 11 is the only one alive. We try to attack for any direction. I do a dash in the other direction, but whatever. And we keep chasing here. But yeah, it's an 11, we keep chasing so much, there's a limit on how much we can do. First objective, a meteor, day 2. But someone is here already. And it's this team once again. So yeah, but we notice 11 picked the meteor, so we are focusing on 11. Chiara is once again down, and I'm chasing 11 with my life because I want that meteor. This one is actually consistent. So don't get too confused on the whole what items I need. Try to focus on 11. She jumps. I hear the noise, but I'm like, where is? And I didn't notice in the map. Chloe is chasing 11 here. And like, oh, crap. Okay. I'm gonna go in the other direction and try to sandwich her. You can see on the minimap. Find the bush and it's down. We get a meteor.
That's the joy of archaeology.
Terminated.
Because my first item with 4 score is gonna be Persona. Persona is the skill amplification item by Peak. The 400 max SP, the energy, it's totally useless. But for this build, I actually think on a good reason for this, and you're gonna see it later. We still got 45 seconds, so we have noticed the noise on archery, but we still trying like, okay, we're gonna get the alpha, but for now we just need to make time and kill a bunch of animals. 30 seconds and we know, okay, there's someone nearby, and like, okay, we're gonna fight? Oh, we're gonna fight! Isvan just rush inside the enemy team, but as you can see, that's why I say what he said here. Just give you a bit of shield. Behind us, Hisui, but Hisui just came out way too late and eat most of the damage. Hisui is down. One character left. We are chasing Barbara here. But they're finishing the team, and like, okay, we need to chase Barbara or check this area because Alpha is just right here.
That's the joy of archaeology. A great step toward recovering what we lost.
Barbara is still here, as you can notice, and like, okay, gonna start Alpha, moving the last second so that I don't get hit. Alpha is down, so we get a meteor. I can use a meteor on this build, and it's one of the most important items. This build demands mostly a Persona, a Force Core, a Trios Life, and Meteor. We find once again this team. It's like the third time we run on the same team. I feel almost bad for them. Almost. Focusing on enemy Barbara, doing basic attacks time to time. Like, yeah, I do have my cooldowns. When you don't have your cooldown on the flamethrower, you just right click these. You can notice, by the way, Adriana got 20% cooldown reduction this moment because I got this and this. Okay, and the flamethrower is just 4 seconds. If I don't have cooldown reduction, it's like 5 or 6 seconds. The cooldown of this thing is really low. The only reason you need cooldown reduction is for the every other skill. So the moment you are not using the flamethrower, you just walk in some directions, or even just right click somewhere. Can be useful. It's just like, okay, I'm doing something. I'm doing actually something. Like, okay, you hit like a wet noodle, but you actually are attacking if you feel like you're doing nothing. Or you can set some telephone cameras, things like that. Arena is quite paper thin, so try to bite people and run away with your E is not exactly a good idea. We notice against this team once again, but we are tired already to fight the same team over and over again, and we keep focusing full on Barbara. But 11 is hiding on this bush, as you notice. We focus on Hisui now. Hisui is down. You can notice the noise here. So Barbara, 11 just run away. 11 is here and it's about to fly. You notice the noise map. I'm looting the dead bodies. How's the build so far? I got Persona on Helmet, which is a Force Core. Chloe got Gilly Sweet and Surdasana, which is quite useful for a DPS build. And Isvain got Gential Silver Gun, which gives him Swift Strike, which is amazing, and Kusai Helmet, which is a defensive item. I wasn't expecting this one. He get a Meteor and gonna switch the boots into Blade Boots. The best option, one of the best options on that area. Get into a lab and looting a Hunter Spot. If you didn't have this item on this new season, it's quite powerful. And we get into the Mutant Lab. The Mutant Lab gives you some HP. You can maybe get lucky and get an extra item, but the most important thing on the Mutant Lab is get extra food. We are pretty much okay on the whole get food area, but yeah, we can always get better. I take a moment here and loot this thing. This always got some first aid kit. Fun fact, first aid kit was actually an item to craft, you know, like food, back in a beta version. And like, oh, why they remove it? Because it was needing an item inside hospital, and everyone should start on hospital like day one and gather every single box to make the most fierce A-kit possible. So yeah, it was kind of like a shock, like everyone running in hospital for that till and it was like a running meta, so they have to switch it. Okay, and Eastman get an out-tune arms, and I make a mistake here. I teleport on Uptown first of the mod because I'm like, oh yeah, this side is empty, but yeah. That wasn't very smart for me. I wasn't checking my owner time. And the reason is, if you remember, I was on Temple over here, looting a dead body, and I lose like 7 seconds from my 25-30. And they're like, oh wait, I die. Thank you forever. So my teammates have to spend some money to revive me. We all got money, especially me, I got the most of the money. But I wanted, you know, like this money to get a blood item. Why? Because I'm weak Adriana, and of course I want blood items. I mean, it's on costume. Chloe gets her last item, which is Stars of Destiny, or probably Stars of Wilds. So this is a full build using 1 Meteor, I think it is Mithril, 2 Trios Lies, and 1 Force Core. It's actually a quite useful build. The only thing I would change is playing for Electric Shift. Eastman finds Tia and her whole team just rushing straight into Heishin. I noticed the compact. Focus on Ekion. Notice the other team using Soul Stealer to get extra speed. Focus on enemy Tia. I just run to don't get hit by the ultimate, but it's like, okay, she's dead already. And Chloe is, you like, wait, where's the last one? So Kishin run away, and if you want to see it, she's on Shin. We really lose her on the side. In fact, this is funny because, yeah, Kishin in this moment is like, okay, gonna go pull back my own team. So while I'm crafting here a blood item, which is gonna be Bikini, the other idea was to craft a blood cloak. Bikini gives me more survivability, which is always the problem with Adriana. Eastman here just chasing the last team. I think they want to go to shop or just checking the area or the meteor, and I'm quite late because I was crafting. Eastman didn't check the map and didn't knock me and almost die, get lucky. Enemy team is full low HP. This is an attack damage Ekion, that's why it's so easy to so low. And I just take the last hit on Kishin and Tia. Ekion escaped on 1 HP and is healing here, and we're like, okay, it's probably over here or going to a shop, but we are not sure because it's still middle game and he can pull back their teammates. I was helping the dead body, taking a moment while my teammates are farming the area to see if they find some hits. Last item on his vein is gonna be Omerta. Gives him attack damage, defense, regeneration, cooldown reduction, and the most important, rebellion. Gives extra attack power when they got less HP. I am the only one with low items on my teammates, but I pretty much do playing the support role on somehow way. Check that shield, it's huge. Just check the size of that shield. My survivability with Adriana is incredible. As trap is gonna be my tier item, is one of the core items of Adriana. If you get close, you can switch this to one for, you know, blood version, which got the same skill, which is Spirit Harvest. You do damage, which separates skills, you know, like Q and ultimate, and leaves a mark. And if they take skill damage again on 3 seconds, explode the mark and yeah, boom, extra damage. Nightmare, which is just a better version of Corrupted Touch and Glassy Shield. So with this thing, I got the 50% cooldown reduction. We complete. That's it, boys. We're like, okay, we should go to a weak line, which is probably over here. Oops, my mouse. There we go. My teammates start weak line. Doing a Molotov here, doing some fire. I know I already say it, but Eastman is just diving enemy teams, and we're like, wait, you're fighting someone? And we didn't notice. Chloe and me literally didn't notice. Chloe get on the blood of weak line and get her weapon. which is gonna be Black Lotus Shuriken, which got the same effect, so it's just a better version of the item, mostly because the armor penetration and percentuals. We noticed there's a team here, and okay, look who it is. you know that we cannot make this out. Happens to everyone all the time. Like, okay, by the way, check that. They didn't break the shield even on that time. They use the jumper to get away. But I was saying, Eastbound should switch them out to Burgundy and like, dude. Funny thing about this, I dropped the item and Chloe picked it up, and I was here explaining to Eastbound because Eastbound is playing like a psycho and killing everyone. And okay, thank you. But like, hey dude, don't drop item. Why? Because then we picked up and you can sell it. What do you mean I can sell it? And I explained him. Yes, guys, you can sell items on Lumi, so don't leave it on the ground. Enemy started for combat. It's fine, just dive into the enemy using Burgundy to survive. We're doing damage. Ultimate of Lenore, but failed to hit the spot. I'm dropping Molotovs to get some vision, some damage. They take a moment to heal. I'm dropping the Hunter spot and get some Protective Studio, which is the best healing item in the game right now. I mean, look at this, 1000. This is a Pizza, 840, and this is a Fierce hit, 950. It's a lot of heal. So I draw some Perpetual Stew for my teammates. Chloe picks some. For some reason, Eastbound didn't. I like, hey, Eastbound, food, good food actually. Well, whatever. So yeah, Eastbound is somehow carry the team, and somehow like I can't believe you're still alive. Eastbound is jumping on the other side. We are just walking around thinking our choices, checking the map. As you can see on this thing, it's quite easy. It's gonna close this area, and school is gonna be the next closing area. I think I noticed something on the shop. Yes, I noticed Lumi is holding position here. Like, okay, see, I drop everything on Lumi, but the enemies just move away already. I was like, whatever. Eastbound just decided to chase over here and found the enemy team. But yeah, as the last times, he's kind of far away, and this could be a problem. And we are here taking position. We need to, like, control this area. As you can notice, yes, archery and forest are the two last areas. Getting some bears. We're doing that. We know one team is probably here, but we don't know. Like, okay, we probably got a team next to the shop, or we got a team on school. We are thinking like that with the actual situation right now, because we actually don't see the enemy teams because that. But we're like, where are the possible enemies? I see that attack, drop a Molotov, check in the Bernice. I get started by 11. Eastbound just jump onto Bernice. Eastbound is high focus. I drop the flamethrower mostly on 11. We get ultimate by Lenore. Everyone is low health. 11 is down. I doing some fire here to do distance. And we're like, Chloe takes a second to sit, and she already loses Nina. I get hit here. Eastbound sit on the trap. I want to sit, but at the same time I know I can't. So I drop a Molotov here, but I get shot in the last second by Bernice. And we're like, oh, this is a bad situation. 11 is back. 11 is down by Chloe in the last second, using her ultimate, and also Bernice. Lenore is still full HP, but Eastbound got the upper hand, and they start getting rest by Chloe. Lenore is fighting here against Eastbound. He's doing a lot of damage. He's actually almost killing. Ultimate on Eastbound. Eastbound recovered the work in the last second, and we all focus on Lenore in that last fight to take the kill.
Even the greatest figures in history might have something to learn.
Meanwhile, they are fighting over here, and this is just hilarious. It's the same team we are fighting over and over again the entire match, and they are fighting another team. Sadly, they are not going to be our last enemies. Last area is ready. We drop a shop, getting some items. I get level 2 Soul Stealer. Eastbound switch the weapon into Spear of Longinus with blue option, which is down, gives him Streamlight Zephyr, hitting a single enemy with a basic attack or 3 kill 3 times, grants you a shield, which is quite useful for survivability, especially this character who is diving like a psycho. As you can notice, I got a really big shield, and he gonna get a shield of 200 when he hits 3 times, plus a shield because of second win on Burgundy 47, which is an amazing item. We found this Eastbind and just get focus, but our Chloe is also get focus. He's down by the flames of Adriana. I start resing and doing some autos to give me some time, some space. So here Eastbind is low, but we're like, okay, they are low still. Ultimate of is all on me. I lose half of my HP, but I keep throwing things on them, and she decides to dive on the enemy team and kill the enemy player to get the kill, and my teammates just can't chase down the last enemy player, and it's all with a lot of time, but not any options. And that's
Could myths be more than just stories?
Check.
Fear is merely an illusion.
mate.
Beyond it, the truth awaits. Well done. How about an energy drink?
Arda, shut up!